Good morning, everybody. Call the meeting to order. It's a special meeting. So therefore, there is no adjustments to the agenda. The meeting is specific and it is done just for the items that were listed in the meeting notice. So having done that, Maria, go ahead and call the roll, please.
Okay, Sherry Boye. She just stepped out. James Ellis,
Here.
Stephen Ehrman,
Here.
Madeline Fleury,
Present.
Justice Martin,
Present.
Archie McKee,
Here.
Sherry Boye,
Present.
also present Maria Bourgeois, Jeremy Evans, Paul Ellis, Trevor Buchanan, and Russ Kenyon.
Trevor. Are you,
Yes.
are you a relative of the great Buck Buchanan?
Not as far as you know. Yes, that's my father.
Well, good for you. Buck was one of my favorites. He and I both wore the same brass on our collars when we were in the Army.
That's right.
Transportation
Yeah.
Corps, Transportation Corps.
Oh, yeah. You were 71N? Same MOS?
No, I was 08-15,
Okay.
port operations.
Well, since I've been back, I've been hearing so many kind words about my father, and I miss him every day. And it really means a lot when people say things like that. Thank you.
I miss him and I miss his sense of humor. We could always, even in a big meeting, we could always get in the back and giggle like crazy about all sorts of things, so.
Well, luckily, his sense of humor got all over me.
All right, very good. Now that we've done that, our first item today is resolution 2022-26, the Excelsior Rail Bikes loan modification.
No, go back to, we're an IDA first.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Bring up the other one.
I had the wrong screen, sorry.
Figure.
I'm sorry, we'll correct ourselves. First item of business, resolution 2022-11, authorizing CFO as a bank signatory. CFO being Chief Financial Officer. Therefore, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion, Steve Ehrman.
Steve Ehrman moves that we adopt resolution 2022-11. Is there a second? Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Archie. We're now in discussion. A quick summary, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we did this resolution back in November, when we revised our internal control policy. And we wanted to make it clear that the CEO could sign checks on behalf of the agency as part of our new policy. And then we also, I think it was the Audit Finance Committee had recommended that we list each board member also in the event that the CEO was not able to sign checks. And that's actually worked out in our favor a couple times, just out of convenience. We've had a board member sign checks a few times over the course of this year. Of course, now that we've got Paul on board, and we should recognize Paul Ellis here as our new CFO at his first meeting, we want to make sure that he is also listed as someone authorized to sign checks on behalf of the agency. And pending approval of this resolution, he will be the one primarily signing the check. So it will no longer be me. I will be the backup for that. And Paul will be the one signing checks. We also have a new board member appointed by the legislature last week, Nate Manette. I've been in contact with him, and I'll be meeting with him next week. Maria's got a bunch of stuff for him to be working on. So we look forward to him joining us in September. But since we knew he is now a new board member, we've also added his name to this resolution. So we have all the board members listed.
Very good. Any questions or further discussion?
I have a question. Does
Yeah.
this, I know this is for signing the checks, but does this have change the policy of the vouchers and how that operates? Or like, is there still 3 people approving the voucher system?
The only thing that, and Paul, you can weigh in after, but the only thing that's gonna change is the person who signed the checks.
Okay.
The process right now will remain the same.
Okay,
For check authorization.
Yeah, so 2 board members will review the voucher and sign it, and then that gives Paul the authorization to sign the checks.
okay. Thank
Yep.
you.
Anyone else? Archie?
I'm fine.
Thank you.
I have a question. Sorry, Sherry.
Yes.
I notice when it gets sent to us sometimes, and maybe I just, don't know the order. So it seems that you sign it, Jeremy, and then it goes to another signer. Is that before or after you write the checks? You get our approval, all the signers before you write them?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Right, the voucher form gets signed, has to get signed by the 2 board members, and I sign it also before we do the checks. Is
Okay,
that your question?
thank you.
Anyone else? Hearing no further discussion, the chair will assume that the motion to adopt 2022-11 is now ready for a vote. Maria? Roll call?
Okay,
Sherry Boye,
yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Erman,
Yes.
Madeline Fleury, yes. Justice Martin,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
motion is adopted.
Thank you. Is there any other business to come before this special meeting? If not, we will adjourn and I will point out to you the date of our next meeting, September 14, 2022. Now we'll move to EDC. Oh, sorry. Well, motion to adjourn.
I'll make the
Motion by
motion.
Steve. Okay, second by Steve.
That one makes the motion, second by Steve. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Bye.